Good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. Yes, we have a interesting video we talk about today. Normally on my channel, we talk about finances, personal finance, financial planning, and just overall wealth management. Today, you guys probably don't know, but I'm actually from Houston, Texas, and here in the United States. And one of the things we're going to talk about is auto insurance. We're going to talk about car insurance and auto insurance, and most importantly dig a little deeper, we're going to talk about car insurance in Houston. And so hopefully this video helps individuals who are looking and want to shop around for different auto insurance. And I'm going to cover many different topics. I'm going to cover cheap auto insurance in Houston. Who has the cheapest auto insurance in here in Houston? We're going to talk about the average cost of car insurance here in Houston. Why is car insurance in Houston so expensive? Because I live here and the car insurance is pretty expensive. Not gonna lie. And we're gonna talk about some ways that you guys can uh, bundle and try to get those costs down. So if that interests you to learn about car insurance, if you're in the market to figure out about car insurance and which uh, which product you or company you want to go to, then make sure you watch the video from beginning to end, and I'm going to give you what you need. So the website or that I use is the Zebra, and so write that down. The Zebra you able to give multiple quotes at once for your car. So like different car quotes, because a lot of times you get the different car quotes to gauge to see uh, you know to gauge to see which is like the best price. So to start out, it says how much does car insurance cost in Houston? Just so you know, the average as for that data for 2022, which was last year, it says Houstonians pay more than the average car insurance than in Texas. So it shows that the average car insurance in Texas is roughly $985, and uh, the Houstonians or people who live in Houston are paying on a 6 month premium around $1,183, which honestly it sounds about right. It sounds about right on what I'm paying, and I have a Camaro. But also just know that when you're looking at car insurance or auto insurance, that there's many different factors that play into just figure out how much you're going to pay. So if you are wanting to figure out which car insurance in Houston is the cheapest, I should have asked you guys, who which would have thought, and then and just wait a little bit. But the cheapest car insurance in Houston is Geico. I actually have Geico, and I pay I think a premium about roughly like $800 or $850. So I do pay right now like $141 per month, and I know, and that's for me. I only have liability, and so if you have a full coverage, this could be a lot greater. In second place, the second cheapest car insurance is State Farm, and then number in third place it is Nationwide. Uh, the key takeaways about car insurance in Houston is that the average car insurance policy is $1,183 per 6 months policy, which is $197 per month. The cheapest company in Houston is Geico at around $847 for a 6 month premium. Houston ranks as the eighth most expensive city for car insurance, and with the high crime rates here, uh, the petty crime, that's why. That's why. And so make sure you write down the Zebra. If you want to figure out if you're paying too much car insurance, just put your zip code in here, and then you'll be able to gauge with multiple vendors to see where they bidding for your particular service to buy auto insurance. So right here it says Houston car insurance rates by company. And here we go. So for a 6 month premium, as you see right here, Geico has the lowest 6 month premium at $847, all the way up to Allstate being the most. And so that's $1,482. You divide it by six, and that would be how much you're paying on a per month basis for 6 month premium, and that is pretty high. Not going to lie. And then you see that uh, Nationwide and Texas Farm Bureau is more so in the middle. So as you all know, looks like Geico and State Farm may be the way to go in terms of in terms of car insurance vendors to do go to, and then to make sure that you guys understand that all this data was updated yesterday, so all these numbers and figures are correct. Uh, and so right here, so what is the average cost insurance in Houston by rating factor? And it says auto insurance premiums by age. Let's go by that. And so the cheapest car insurance companies for teen drivers. So if you are older, let's say 21 and older, then you don't have to worry about it. But for any individuals who are parents and have children that's in high school and buying them their first car, and you want to do research on car insurance for them, make sure you co-sign, but and make sure that you want to figure out what is the cheapest average 6 months premium. It looks like Texas Farm Bureau is the cheapest car insurance policy on a per 6 months premium. And then next is Geico, and that's what around $2,000 for a 6 months premium. But the highest is Progressive at Allstate. So I would say that if you have a teen driver or any teens in your household, I would say that it is best to shy away from Progressive, Allstate, but Geico and State Farm looks lucrative as in regards to uh, insurance agencies to look into to buy for your teen driver. Uh, and then it says let's look into auto insurance premiums for minimal coverage. And so a lot of these prices is that if you're trying to get uh, full coverage, and normally when you get a new car, you need full coverage out the gate. So you have to pay the high prices. And so remember, Geico and State Farm for uh, if you have teen drivers, and then overall Geico and State Farm for car insurance for just overall just has the lowest premiums that you have to pay. Uh, so right here, if you were just getting just the minimum coverage, just liability insurance. So liability car insurance is that if you get into an accident, you hit somebody, then your premium is paying for the damage that you caused on their car, but it's not going to pay for your particular car. If you have full coverage, which is a lot more expensive, the figures that we showed you earlier, then those premiums will be a lot higher. See right here, it shows that the cheapest car insurance companies for the minimum coverage, uh, again, Geico comes in at the lowest at $329 for a 6 month premium, USAA, and then Texas Farm Bureau, but it looks like Progressive and Nationwide seems to be the highest in terms of premium that you have to pay out of pocket. Yikes! Imagine you having buying a new or a newer used like Benz or a newer used Mercedes Benz, being or BMW Beamer, and then you having to pay you with Progressive Nationwide, you have to pay $500 for a 6 month premium. That's not even your car note. Yikes! That is expensive. Also, another rate that goes into the factor for your car insurance is your credit score. A lot of people know that some of the factors is where you live at, your zip code where you live at, to see if what's the crime where you live, where you live. If it's a high crime area, your rates will be higher to pay for insurance. Of course, that means that your car is at risk of getting either damaged or get stolen. And then also your credit score, because your credit score shows how your credit worthiness of you actually paying back things that you put on your credit, and so it shows how reliable you are. And again, for cheapest car insurance based upon bad credit is Geico and Nationwide. For a 6 month premium is around 1,300. Nationwide is around 1,400, and the expensive is Progressive and Allstate. So a lot of these categories seems like uh, Progressive and Allstate seems like to be the most expensive, most definitely in this category of the cheapest car insurance companies for bad credit. Progressive and Allstate seems like to be the cheapest. I mean, Progressive and Allstate seem to be the most expensive, and Geico and Nationwide seems to be the cheapest. Uh, and so right here, the rates in regards to auto insurance rates with at fault accident, meaning that uh, accidents that you're at fault and they fault you. It seems like if you get that on your record, State Farm and Geico produces less print premiums that you have to pay actual insurance companies, and looks like uh, Allstate and Progressive seems to be the most expensive again. At Allstate being average 6 month premium policy of 2,300, and the Progressive being 2,096. But yeah, so happens a lot of times individuals that they're not able to get the cheapest prices with State Farm or Geico, or State Farm or Geico may not accept them. So then you might have to at times have to go with Progressive, or have to go with Allstate. I know, right? So let's talk about the category of Houston car insurance rates by violation. This is a very interesting uh, particular schedule or a graph. So it shows that a table. The car insurance rate increases after violations and citations. Uh, so it shows that if you have no accident or violations, typically your car insurance policy is about $1,183. There's 0% increase, and then $0 increase, and it looks like when you have a not a fault accident, it seems like if you file a claim and if you're not at fault, your premium is at risk to increase 7% or $81. If you receive any type of get pulled over by the cops, like with speeding and receive speeding tickets, and you like failure to show documents or driving with expired registration, you are at risk of your looks like you're at risk of your insurance premiums to increase roughly 7 to 8%, which is roughly $82 to $92. Yikes, that is a lot. And then it shows right here that uh, as you go down uh, this table, um, the worse the infraction, the higher uh, they are going to increase your auto insurance rates. Like you see this right here, passing a school bus or failure to yield, your policy will increase by $154. Racing, your policy can increase by $479. Yikes! And then also it shows that like down here, you're like leaving a scene of an accident or of a hit and run, you're at risk of your policy increasing by 45%. And an at fault accident can increase your policy roughly to $700 to roughly $750. And a DUI it's the highest where your policy can be increased roughly to $772. So all in all, try to be safe out there, guys, and try to be the defensive driver. So now the next topic we're going to talk about: why is car insurance in Houston so expensive? I know because I live in Houston, and car insurance, auto insurance here is so expensive. I've moved from the west side of Houston to the Galleria area to now I'm like in the uh, southwest ish off 288, and still expensive. And so right here, let's talk about the one is location. If you live in a nice gated community and it's hardly any crime, it's hard to get there. Maybe like far, like Katy or aspects of maybe like Spring area or whatnot, or maybe Memorial Drive. Like you may uh, catch where you're paying less car premiums in your car insurance. But then otherwise, you may pay more. So right here are the rates of zip code of expensive Houston zip code. So 77076, 77036, 77072, 77078, and then the cheapest Houston zip codes are those. I'm not going to read those. The second reason to why Houston auto rates are so high is because the weather risk, and I understand that. And when are from down here, you understand that the hurricanes and tornadoes and all the heavy winds and whatnot, it rains a lot and it floods. And if you are live in an unlucky area, you can most definitely encounter a lot of damage to your car. And I know that they definitely don't want to be put at risk like that. And then also by Houston being so big, there's a lot of people on the road, and I can attest to this as well. That we all know that the rush hour is unmatched. It's compared to like Los Angeles and Atlanta. Houston traffic is a lot, and when it rains or when it's like little snow, people don't know how to drive, or people speed all day on I-45. When I drive I-45 North or 45 South here in Houston, it's always an accident. There's always somebody not paying attention, and a lot of times it's people at risk of hitting you and you not hitting them. So I can understand why it's by it being a lot of a great number of drivers on the road. Of course, it's going to increase the percentage of you actually get into an accident, and it makes sense because you just honestly going off this probability. This is a probability. The probability game is probability that you will get into an accident if you roll the dice and you keep driving, and you can be defensive, but you are playing against the odds. So the number of drivers is a key factor. And then it shows right here. It says the Zebra customers in Houston by insured and status. uh, it says 65% are insured, and currently 35% are not insured. That is nuts. So the last topic we're going to talk about is what ways can you minimize these high auto insurance premiums so that you can stand a fighting chance. So first, I would say take down this website, the Zebra, and then click Get Quotes. And then once you click Get Quotes, you can put your zip code and then just shop around. And then the next thing you do is that you bundle your home and your auto insurance. So for me, I have a house. I actually bundle my home with my car insurance and just stand a fighting chance. So right here, it states that the average 6 month premium is $793. I think I pay like around 650. I know it has been increasing ever so slightly because of the Houston market of auto insurance and car insurance is ever competitive, and the market and then just the premiums. Every like 6 more every year it goes up a little bit, and I get angry for it. So it looks like the cheapest in regards to bundling the home and auto insurance is State Farm and Geico. And so I love Geico. I used to have State Farm when I used to live in Wisconsin, when I was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. But here in Texas, Geico is definitely the way to go. I love the progressive and the Allstate commercials as well, so I can't knock that. But looks like Geico and State Farm are the way to go to when you want to look for uh, car insurance. So all in all, I have spoke to you guys about the car and auto insurance here in Houston. If you have any questions or concerns, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Uh, write feedback at the bottom. Most definitely, you know that this video is tailored towards the Houston crowd because I'm from Houston, and I know a lot of people they are trying to figure out, especially when they're moving from out of the state to here and they going to DMV, trying to figure out if you're trying to buy a new car or you're trying to just get insurance. That we all know by living in Houston that car insurance is really expensive, but I just wanted to go over just all the different rates and all the different numbers so that it covers that if you're a parent and you have a teenager or you're just buying car insurance just for yourself, what are the actual numbers to go through, just the nitty gritty of the numbers of everything. And it looks like Geico or State Farm may be your way to go for car insurance. But If you have brand loyalty and if you like Progressive and if you like Allstate, I say go for it. But I presented you guys the numbers and let you guys know how much the auto insurance is here in Houston, Texas. But all in all, whether it's a teenager or a 25 or 30, even with a good drive record in a good neighborhood, it's as you've seen it compared to Texas and compared to nation average. Houston is the 13th most expensive car insurance city, uh, and then Texas is overall is expensive. So just know that you can shop around, budget, and try to negotiate, but it will also compare to if you live in other different places here in the United States, it will be more expensive here than from where you came from. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe to my channel, and I hope you enjoyed everything about Houston car insurance. All right, guys, have a great day.